For a very long time now, Taylor Swift has not been a fan of Justin Bieber and everything he stands for, and she has never been one to hide her opinions.
Can we have another question?
Hailey got dragged into this drama when she hitched Taylor's bestie's man, Justin. But Hailey dug a hole for herself by throwing shade at the queen of the swies herself.
Full of the meanest lyrics about a celebrity since Taylor Swift's last album.
With her most recent act-ups, Hailey has finally gotten Taylor to react, and it is not pretty. What did Hailey do? What did Taylor say? Not to worry, I come bearing all the juicy info. The latest tea in the Swift-Bieber drama. Between Taylor and the Biebers, the tension has been giving. It's always one thing or the other with them. What has happened this time, and how has Queen Tay responded? One major moment went down at Coachella 2024. Both Taylor Swift and Justin Bieber were spotted at the festival vibing to Ice Spice's set. Taylor was there with her man, Travis Kelce, while Justin was apparently flying solo at that particular moment, though Hailey was elsewhere at the festival serving looks. This was a rare sighting of Taylor and Justin in the same space, and some fans were giving OMG they're finally squashing the beef energy with excited posts like, Justin and Taylor are hanging out at Coachella OMFG, but let's be real, there was zero evidence they actually interacted, and other observers were describing the vibe as kinda awkward, considering all their history. The plot twist came when Taylor's absolute banger, Karma, started playing during the festival. Justin kept a straight poker face the entire time, showing zero reaction to the track. Swifties went off in the comment section with takes like, he's so miserable Ilmao, he's such a loser LMFAO good riddance, and bitter vengeful man flooding Twitter, or X if you're actually calling it that now. Fast forward to March 2025, and we get what might be the latest development in this ongoing saga. Justin Bieber posted an Instagram story featuring a blood moon lunar eclipse with Taylor Swift's 2015 track Bad Blood playing in the background. The tea? He used the original version of the song, not Taylor's version, which Swift re-recorded to reclaim her masters after the whole Scooter Braun situation. This song choice had eyebrows raised all over the internet for multiple reasons. First, Bad Blood is literally about betrayal and broken friendships, originally rumored to be about Katy Perry, but that's tea for another video. Second, by using the original version instead of Taylor's version, Justin was basically supporting the very catalog ownership that had Taylor in her feels back in 2019. Swifties were quick to drag this choice, seeing it as a deliberate dig given the history with Braun. The media jumped on the bandwagon too, with everyone suggesting Justin was low-key trolling Taylor. But since there was no caption or context, it was all just theorizing. Maybe the song just fits the blood moon aesthetic, or maybe he was being shady. The internet decided it was definitely option B, and this got added to the evidence pile of continuing tension between Justin and Taylor, which by association includes Hailey. Speaking of receipts, let's talk about Coachella 2025, which just happened this April. Some posts were going around claiming that Taylor Swift and Hailey Bieber were spotted together at the festival, starting rumors about a possible reconciliation or collab, which would break the internet, let's be honest. But fact check. Legit sources confirmed that Taylor didn't even attend the first weekend of Coachella 2025, debunking these claims completely. Hailey and Justin were definitely there serving festival looks, but no Taylor interaction could have happened unless she has an invisibility cloak we don't know about. This whole situation highlights how much of this alleged feud is giving telephone game energy, with fan speculation and unverified social media posts driving the narrative more than actual interactions between the celebs themselves. The stan reactions to all this have been absolutely wild. Swifties, known for their ride-or-die energy for Taylor, have been going in on Hailey and Justin Bieber. On X, formerly Twitter, posts about Hailey are often giving mean girl or jealous energy. These takes usually reference her perceived shade moments, like the gagging gesture on Drop the Mic and her filming Justin's banana video recreation.
On Drop the Mic, Hollywood's top stars face off in a one-on-one rap battle, full of the meanest lyrics about a celebrity since Taylor Swift's last album.
Reddit threads have been a goldmine, with forums speculating about why Hailey might be salty toward Taylor. The tea includes theories about Hailey being jealous of Taylor's success, feeling exposed because Selena might have spilled personal tea to Taylor, and Hailey's past connections to the Kardashians, who've had their own drama with Taylor. One user wrote that Hailey is envious of Taylor's talent, success, and ability to make headlines independently, while another suggested that Hailey feels embarrassed that Taylor might know personal details about her life through Selena. The mind reading was giving psychic energy, energy, but not everyone's on the drama train. Some voices on social media are giving touch-grass energy, questioning why we're still talking about old moments like the drop the mic clip from years ago. There's even been some reconciliation rumors floating around. An ex-post from April 2025 claimed that Taylor and Hailey have buried the hatchet, though no one's been able to verify this tea. Another interesting observation came from a user who pointed out that Hailey follows a Taylor Swift fan account, which is giving mixed signals if she supposedly dislikes her. Then again, Hailey has been known to give major stalker vibes. Adding another layer to this mess is Selena Gomez's involvement. As Taylor's bestie and Justin's ex, Selena defending Taylor in the drop the mic drama had Swifties cheering. But some critics were giving "why are you stirring the pot" energy. I mean, is it stirring the pot if you are defending your age-long bestie? This whole fan dynamic perfectly represents how stan culture works. It's giving cult-like devotion where fans fight proxy wars for their faves. The complicated web between Taylor's friendship with Selena, Justin's past with Selena, and his marriage to Hailey creates this chaotic network that fans interpret through their stan-colored glasses. One of the most interesting parts of this whole situation is how differently the celebs involved have handled it. While Hailey has occasionally responded to the drama, like her Twitter clapback to Banana video criticism, Taylor has given absolute silent queen energy on the matter. This silence has been interpreted in multiple ways, taking the high road, unbothered queen behavior, or strategic PR moves to avoid feeding the drama machine. The power dynamic between responding and staying silent is fascinating in celeb culture. Taylor's lack of response gives main character energy, allowing her to maintain dignity while avoiding getting dragged into what might be seen as petty drama. It is almost as though she has been silently saying that the whole drama is too cringe and embarrassing for her to get involved in. Meanwhile, Hailey's occasional responses, whether defensive or dismissive, provide more fuel for speculation and hot takes. Recently, Hailey's hubby has been the more worrisome party in this drama, with his social media posts being all over the place. Between March and April 2025, Justin's social feed shied to more personal content, with some of them giving cry for help. Posts about feeling unworthy from March 13th, drowning and needing to let hate go from March 17th, and family moments with baby Jack and Hailey from April 11th suggest he's focusing on his own journey and growth rather than internet beef. I mean, that should be the norm, right? Well, how did we get here in the first place? How did things get so messy between these celebs? The history behind the beef. To really understand why everyone's been so pressed about Taylor and Hailey's situation, we need to start with the OG drama. This isn't just some random celebs throwing shade. There's literally years of friendship dynamics, relationship history, and business tea that set this whole thing up. Believe it or not, Taylor Swift and Justin Bieber, Hailey's hubby, actually started off as totally unproblematic. Back in 2009, baby Bieber was literally opening for Taylor Swift during her Fearless tour. The vibes were immaculate back then. They were serving at events like the 2011 Teen Choice Awards, and even performing together on stage. There were also rumors that they recorded an unreleased bop called Cannonball for Bieber's album Believe. Everything was giving supportive industry friends energy, but here's where it gets spicy. Enter Selena Gomez. If you've been living under a rock, Taylor and Selena have been absolute besties since around 2005, literally the definition of ride or die friendship goals. Meanwhile, Selena and Justin were the it couple in an on-again, off-again situationship that had us all in our feels from around 2010 until they finally called it quits for good in 2018. The first real tea started brewing around 2013. At the Billboard Music Awards that year, cameras caught a moment that's now legendary in stan Twitter history. Taylor Swift stuck out her tongue at Justin Bieber. It looked like she wasn't much of a fan of him, especially when it came to his relationship with her best friend, Selena Gomez. Cameras caught the three of them backstage at the Billboard Music Awards. When Selena and Justin hugged and he kissed her on the cheek, Taylor looked less than excited. She stuck out her tongue and looked kind of grossed out, like she thought he had cooties. Word on the streets back then was that Justin treated Selena poorly, and was even unfaithful to her. This moment was giving all the vibes. Taylor was clearly not vibing with Justin's relationship with her bestie Selena. It was just a quick reaction, but the internet never forgets, and this clip became core to the whole narrative. But the tea really got scalding hot in 2019, with what the stans now call the Scooter Braun saga. For those who need a refresher, this drama was absolutely wild and had the music industry completely shook. In June 2019, music manager Scooter Braun acquired Big Machine Records, Records, which owned the master recordings of Taylor Swift's first 6 albums. Taylor was devastated and took to Tumblr, so 2019 I can't, to spill her feelings, writing, "All I could think about was the incessant manipulative bullying I've received at his hands for years." She put Scooter on blast, saying he got his clients, including Justin Bieber, to bully her online. She referenced a 2016 Instagram post where Justin was FaceTiming with Braun and Kanye West with the caption, "Taylor Swift, what up?" which was giving major shade energy. Justin responded with his own statement, posting, "Hey Taylor, first of all, I would like to apologize for posting that hurtful Instagram post. At the time I thought it was funny, but looking back, it was distasteful and insensitive." But then he switched up real quick, defending Braun and questioning why Taylor was airing out the drama publicly. The audacity, right? Hailey entered the chat when she commented on Justin's post, calling him a gentleman, which had Taylor's friend Cara Delevingne coming in hot, basically calling out the Biebers for not supporting women. This was Hailey's villain origin story in the eyes of Swize, and they've been side-eyeing her ever since. The plot got even thicker with what stans call Bananagate in 2019. It all started when Jimmy Fallon exposed Taylor on his show by dropping a super vulnerable and hilarious home video of her air LASIK eye surgery, filmed by her mom. In the clip, Taylor was clearly in her feels about a banana while medicated, and it was actually kind of wholesome content.
That wasn't the one I wanted.
Stop, you can't cry. That's not supposed to be what you're doing.
Yeah, I tried to get this
Okay,
one.
let me get the other one for you. Okay,
I
here we
wanted this one,
go.
but what do we do with this now?
I'll eat it. It's mine.
But it doesn't have a head.
Not long ere this went viral, Justin and Hailey Bieber hopped on Instagram Live, where Justin basically mocked Taylor's banana moment, doing the whole routine while Hailey filmed and laughed. Swifties were not having it, and saw this as the Biebers bullying Taylor during a vulnerable moment, especially with all the Scooter Braun messiness still fresh. The clapback was immediate, with floods of comments coming for the Biebers. Hailey's response to the criticism, "I never knew I could make somebody so upset. Truly, I'm so sorry you're this upset." The passive-aggressive energy was strong, which only made Swifties double down. The incident so far mainly involved Justin, with Hailey being more of a side character in the drama. But in 2023, a resurfaced video put Hailey in the main spotlight of this ongoing saga. The clip was from Drop the Mic, which Hailey had co-hosted with Method Man between 2017 and 2019. In the video, Method Man describes the show as a one-on-one rap battle full of the meanest lyrics about a celebrity since Taylor Swift's last album. At the mention of Taylor, Hailey straight up gagged, stuck out her tongue, and rolled her eyes. The shade was real.
On Drop the Mic, Hollywood's top stars face off in a one-on-one rap battle full of the meanest lyrics about a celebrity since Taylor Swift's last album.
When this clip resurfaced on TikTok in 2023, it absolutely blew up, with everyone taking it as major Hailey shade toward Taylor. The situation got even spicier when Selena Gomez entered the chat on the TikTok post, writing, "So sorry, my best friend is and continues to be one of the best in the game." This bestie defense was giving ride or die energy, and had fans absolutely living for the drama. It was the ultimate I got your back moment that reignited the whole conversation. Let's pause for a vibe check and acknowledge what we actually know. Taylor Swift and Hailey Bieber have never directly interacted in public. One Reddit thread noted, "If you search the internet, you will find nilcha. Taylor has never interacted with Hailey or any of the Baldwins that we know of. The whole situation is giving two people who know people who don't like each other energy rather than direct beef. So why does the internet stay obsessed with this drama? It's all about the connections, bestie." Taylor's ride or die friendship with Selena, her past tension with Justin, and the whole Scooter Braun catastrophe create this web that indirectly links her to Hailey. Add in Hailey's perceived shade moments like the gagging gesture and the banana video involvement, and you've got the perfect recipe for stan wars and endless TikTok conspiracy videos. Plus, we can't ignore the intense stan culture around both these queens. Taylor's Swifties are legendary for their loyalty and detective skills, while Bieber supporters go hard defending both Justin and Hailey. These fan armies analyze every single like, comment, and facial expression through their own perspectives, creating narratives that may or may not match reality. It's giving parasocial relationship overload, but it makes for some juicy internet discourse. What started as subtle shade and indirect connections has evolved into years of alleged tension, amplified by stan Twitter and sustained by passionate fan bases who are giving detective energy 24/7. With both women staying silent about each other directly, the speculation continues to thrive. However, as both focus on their own lives, Taylor with her Travis era and Hailey and her mom era fans are lead to build the narratives themselves, building theories and speculating on the future of their relationship. Fan theories and future possibilities. first things first, why would Hailey Bieber potentially be giving Taylor Swift the side eye? Stan theories are everywhere, and while we can't confirm if any are actually giving factual energy, they're definitely interesting takes on this dynamic. One popular theory, straight from Reddit, suggests that Selena Gomez probably spilled some embarrassing tea about Hailey to Taylor, causing her serious humiliation. Since Taylor and Selena are literally friendship goals, it makes sense that their girl talk could have included Justin drama, and by extension, Hailey tea. Another theory is giving major career jealousy energy. Some users theorized that Hailey is salty about Taylor's self-made success, pointing out the contrast between Taylor building her empire from scratch versus Hailey's come-up, which got a major boost from becoming Mrs. Bieber and being a Baldwin. This theory feeds into the whole Nepo baby conversation that's been trending hard lately. A third theory involves past squad alignments. Some fans believe Hailey's previous connection with the Kardashians during Taylor's iconic 2016 feud with Kim Kardashian and Kanye West created early bad vibes. We all know Hollywood works on alliances and taking sides in beef, and past loyalty choices can definitely affect current relationships. From Taylor's perspective, theories about why she might not be vibing with Hailey usually center around her iconic loyalty to Selena Gomez. A Reddit user quoted Taylor as saying, "I can forgive people that have hurt me, but I won't forgive people that have hurt Selena." We can't fact check this quote, but it's totally on brand with Taylor's ride or die friendship with Selena. If Taylor felt Justin mistreated her bestie during their relationship, this energy could easily extend to side-eyeing Hailey for wifing him up shortly after the final Jelena chapter closed. Now let's talk about the music angle, because we know Taylor is the queen of Easter eggs and lyrical references. Fans have been in full detective mode, speculating that Taylor referenced Justin and Selena's situationship in her music, especially in Question, from her 2022 album Midnights. Lyrics like, "Did you ever have someone kiss you in a crowded room and every single one of your friends was making fun of you, but 15 seconds later, they were clapping too," are giving major 2013 Billboard Music Awards energy. Some stan theories are giving reach energy, like a TikTok user suggesting that the line, "Does it feel like everything's just like second best after that meteor strike?" could be shading Hailey, with Halley's Comet being a clever wordplay on her name. While this might be a stretch, it shows how Swifties analyze every single lyric, with CIA-level dedication, looking for real-life tea. It's important to note that Taylor's never confirmed any of these musical interpretations. She's the queen of leaving her lyrics open to interpretation, while keeping her actual inspirations on the low, which is honestly god-tier PR strategy that maintains her mystique while protecting her privacy. Social media has been absolutely central to this entire saga. The perceived beef between Taylor and Hailey exists primarily in the digital realm, fueled by TikTok Sherlocks, Instagram analysts, and Twitter ex-detectives. The 2023 resurfacing of the Drop the Mic clip on TikTok, which pulled over 1.2 million views, shows how old content can suddenly go viral again, reigniting drama years after the original moment. Stan communities on these platforms are basically echo chambers, reinforcing existing narratives and amplifying tension. When Selena commented on that TikTok defending Taylor, it was like throwing gasoline on an already blazing dumpster fire of speculation. The drama got so intense that Selena actually took a break from social media, citing she needed space from all the negativity. This pattern is still going strong in 2025, with fans constantly unearthing old receipts, like screenshots of Hailey allegedly double-tapping anti-Taylor content. The digital archaeology performed by dedicated stans ensures that past moments keep resurfacing and getting reframed, keeping the drama alive regardless of whether the celebs are actually involved in current beef or if they're completely unbothered. Let's get into a spicy question. What would it take for Taylor Swift and Hailey Bieber to officially squash this alleged beef? Since there's no confirmed direct drama between them, any formal reconciliation might be unnecessary. However, a public show of good energy, like Hailey using Taylor's version of a track in a post, or the two posing for a photo at an event, would definitely send Stan Twitter into absolute meltdown mode and probably end most of the speculation. There have been some hints that a vibe Shari could be possible. Back in 2019, Hailey actually praised the Cats movie, which starred Taylor, on Instagram, suggesting no beef at that time. However, later shade moments overshadowed this positive interaction in the collective memory. It's also worth considering if either of them even cares about fixing this perceived situation. As of April 2025, both Taylor and Hailey are giving main character energy in their own lives. Taylor thriving with Travis Kelce, and Hailey in her mommy era with baby Jack, rather than worrying about internet drama. Sometimes the lack of interaction says everything about how little importance celebs place on rumored beef that fans are obsessed with. Now let's zoom out for a bigger picture of what this situation reveals about celebrity culture in general. The Taylor-Hailey dynamic perfectly showcases several key aspects of modern fame. First, it shows the interconnected nature of the celeb world. What starts as a friendship, as in Taylor and Selena, and a relationship, as in Selena and Justin, extends to include spouses, as in Hailey, business connections, connections like with Scooter Braun and entire networks of people. In this complex system, tension between any 2 points can create ripple effects throughout the entire celebrity ecosystem. Second, it highlights the absolute power of stan armies in creating and sustaining narratives. Swifties and Beliebers don't just observe celebrity interactions. They interpret, amplify, and sometimes completely manifest them through their social media behavior. The passionate defense of Taylor by her fans and the corresponding drags of Hailey show how celebrity beefs often play out through proxy wars between stan communities, giving major parasocial relationship energy. Third, it shows how celeb narratives can last forever in internet time. Despite minimal direct interaction between Taylor and Hailey, their alleged feud has thrived for years, sustained by occasional peripheral moments and constant stan engagement. In today's digital landscape, stories don't need regular new tea to stay relevant. They can survive through constant remixes of old receipts and theories about behind-the-scenes dynamics. Lastly, it demonstrates the uneven power dynamic in celeb culture. Taylor Swift, with her massive stan army and cultural influence, occupies a completely different position than Hailey Bieber, whose fame is more recent and partially connected to her husband's. This difference affects how each navigates public perception and responds to controversy, one giving unbothered queen energy, and the other occasionally engaging with the narrative. An interesting external factor popped up in 2024 when Blake Lively's legal complaint against Justin Baldoni mentioned both Taylor Swift and Hailey Bieber in the context of astroturfing to manipulate public perception. This reference suggests that their alleged beef has become a reference point in broader conversations about PR strategies, further cementing its cultural relevance. Looking at the timeline of this whole situation, a pattern emerges. Most incidents actually involve Justin Bieber more directly than Hailey, with her getting dragged into the narrative through her association with him. From the 2013 Billboard Music Awards moment, to the 2019 Scooter Braun saga, to the 2025 Bad Blood Instagram story. Justin has been more consistently central to tension with Taylor, while Hailey's role has been more side character energy, with the exception of her drop the mic, gagging moment. One thing is crystal clear though, Hailey is better off not coming for Queen Tay, because you just know the Swifties are waiting to strike at the slightest provocation. If history has taught us anything, it is that Hailey cannot field that kind of manpower that Taylor's stan army provides her. With both women focusing on their private lives, one can only wonder what next we can expect from their relationship and long-standing beef. Will there be a public reconciliation moment? Will they continue giving each other space? Or will the narrative gradually fade as both women focus on their own main character journeys? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure. As long as Taylor Swift and Hailey Bieber remain in the spotlight, stans will continue analyzing their every move for signs of the underlying dynamic that's been living rent-free in our heads for so long. Rest assured, I'll be here with all the new tea while it's hot. If you enjoyed this video, click on the videos on your screen for more.